Admiral HFY of the Zephyrian hegemony stood on the bridge of his flagship, watching the pathetic human colony of New Terra through the viewscreen. The small settlement of barely 50,000 souls sprawled across the surface of the unremarkable world, their primitive structures a testament to humanity's desperate expansion into the outer rim. "Send the ultimatum," HFY commanded, his forearms folding behind his carapaced back. "Tell them they have 72 hours to evacuate. After that, we commence planetary bombardment." The communications officer's tentacles danced across the control panel. Within moments, the message was transmitted to the colony below. HFY smiled, revealing rows of razor-sharp teeth. The hegemony had been expanding for 3 centuries, and these upstart humans had dared to establish a colony in territory the hegemony considered theirs by right of conquest. On New Terra's surface, Colonial Administrator Sarah Chen received the transmission with grim determination. She had expected this day might come. Humanity's expansion had been too rapid, too aggressive for the established galactic powers to ignore indefinitely. "Get me a direct line to Earth Command," she ordered her communications team. "Priority Alpha protocols." The reply came faster than expected. Admiral Marcus Stone's weathered face appeared on the holographic display, his expression unreadable. "Sarah, we received your distress signal. Help is already on the way." Chen felt a flicker of hope. "How long until the fleet arrives? We've got less than 70 hours. Stone's smile was cold as winter steel. "They'll be there in time. Just keep your people calm and trust in humanity's reach." 60 hours later, HFY paced his bridge impatiently. The humans had made no move to evacuate, and his sensors detected no incoming vessels. Perhaps they were calling his bluff, believing the hegemony wouldn't risk war with Earth over such a minor colony. "Admiral," his sensor operator called out, mandibles clicking nervously. "I'm detecting something." "Define something, Lieutenant." "Gravitational anomalies, sir. Multiple contacts. But they're not showing up on any other sensors. No energy signatures, no mass readings beyond the gravitational disturbance." HFY's blood ran cold. In all his years of warfare, he had heard whispered stories from survivors of human conflicts. Tales of ships that appeared from nowhere, vessels that seemed to bend the very laws of physics. "How many contacts?" "Sir, I count 47 distinct gravitational signatures, but that's impossible. Nothing that massive should be invisible to our sensors." The answer came as space itself seemed to shimmer and tear. One by one, ships began to materialize around the hegemony fleet, not decloaking but literally phasing into existence as if they had been folded out of another dimension entirely. They were unlike anything in the galactic database. Each vessel was a kilometer long, their hulls a matte black that seemed to absorb light itself. No markings, no identifying features, just smooth obsidian death cutting through the void. "What are those things?" HFY whispered. His answer came in the form of a transmission, not to his communications array, but directly into the minds of every being aboard his fleet. The voice that spoke was human but carried an otherworldly resonance that made seasoned warriors whimper. "Zephyrian fleet, you have threatened a human colony. This is your only warning. Withdraw immediately or face the consequences." HFY straightened, trying to project authority despite the ice in his veins. "This is Admiral HFY of the Zephyrian hegemony. You are outnumbered and outgunned. Surrender now and—" The largest of the black ships moved. Not flew. Moved, as if space itself was being rewritten around it. In the blink of an eye, it had covered the distance between the two fleets and now hung directly above HFY's flagship. "We are the Ghost Fleet," the voice continued, now clearly originating from the massive vessel above. "We are humanity's answer to those who threaten what is ours. We do not negotiate. We do not surrender. We end threats." HFY's tactical officer was frantically scanning the ship above them. "Admiral, I'm reading impossible energy signatures. Whatever these ships are, they're operating on principles our science doesn't recognize." "Fire everything!" HFY snarled. "All ships, target that vessel." The hegemony fleet opened fire with the fury of 300 years of conquest behind them. Plasma cannons, Particle beams and quantum torpedoes lit up space in a deadly light show. Every shot struck its target, and every shot simply vanished upon impact, absorbed into the black hull without so much as a scorch mark. "Your turn," the voice said simply. What followed was not a battle. It was an execution. The Ghost Fleet moved through the hegemony formation, like phantoms, their weapons defying every known law of physics. Some ships were simply deleted from existence, there one moment and gone the next. Others found their hulls aging decades in seconds, metal corroding and systems failing as entropy itself was weaponized against them. Kethvar watched in horror as his mighty fleet, 200 vessels strong, was systematically dismantled by fewer than 50 ships that seemed to exist partially outside reality itself. "Stop," he finally transmitted. "We surrender. We'll withdraw." The carnage ceased immediately. Of his 200 ships, only 30 remained intact, drifting powerlessly in space. "You will leave this system," the voice commanded. "You will inform your hegemony that human colonies are under the protection of the Ghost Fleet. Any who threaten humanity's children will face us. We are patient, we are inevitable, and we never forget." As quickly as they had appeared, the black ships began to fade from view, reality seeming to fold around them as they slipped back into whatever impossible realm they called home. On New Terra, Sarah Chen watched the alien fleet's retreat with tears in her eyes. She had never heard of this Ghost Fleet, but she understood the message they had sent to the galaxy. Humanity had grown beyond Earth's boundaries, spreading across the stars. And wherever humans dared to plant their flag, they were not alone. In the dark between worlds, in the spaces where physics bent and reality grew thin, the Ghost Fleet waited. They were humanity's shadow, cast across the galaxy, a promise and a threat written in the language of extinct civilizations that had once thought humans easy prey. The message was clear: touch one of ours, and answer to all of us.